Hey everyone, we're going to do something quite different today. We're not going to be in the gym. We're actually just going to get a quick dumbbell workout in. I'm heading down to Charleston for a photo shoot for a wedding, and I just want something quick. I want something fast, but I also want to feel like I got some work in today. It'll be quite different. It'll not be the same content that I usually put out, but it will be something that's if all you got is 30 minutes to 45 minutes, hopefully, then this will be the workout for you. I'll be doing some A skips, B skips, probably some technical work. It's not going to be a lot of volume per se, but it will be something that if it's a rainy day or your power's out and all you got is a pair of dumbbells, this will be something for you. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so you can see me down here. We're going to do A skips, B skips, and probably some other things. But those are things that we're going to get started with. We're doing two 20-yard A skips and then two 20-yard B skips. And then we'll get into the next set of things. Probably some falling sprints or probably just straight sprints with 1 minute rest in between. This first stool from this tree is approximately, as you can hear, it's about to storm. It says it's going to storm, but we're gonna get as much done as we can. This first stool is approximately 10 yards away. That one closest to you is approximately 20 yards away. So here we go. We're gonna get started. And this is my second attempt ever at doing B skips. Done them before, but they're gonna feel very different. So, and it is about to storm. Whatever's going on. And doing these in cleats is a lot different than doing them in a gym with shoes on. If y'all can't tell, I don't want to cheat these. Oh, sorry for my setup, by the way. I can't find my cones, but I didn't want to give any excuses on why not to do this video. So that's a piano stool or a keyboard stool and a keyboard holder. So bear with me. As you can tell, I'm very new at these things. Whew. Who knew these things could be so technical? Who would ever thought, you know? Also, my yard has a lot of holes in it and hills. So this is probably closest to the flattest I could find. I know that you could say, like I could say that you could do this at your home. You can do this on a sidewalk. You can do this if you have a backyard that's 20 yards long, like 10 and 10, that'll be perfect. There should be no excuses on to get the stuff done, to get better. So now we're gonna get into prime times. And I want hands on hips. That's just me personally. But if you've seen them done another way and your coach is telling you to do them that way, then you do what your coach says. This is the way I've learned how to do them.
So that's what I'm going to do here. I can feel the sprinkle and the tinkle. Getting dark, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hope you saw that one. The stuff I do for you. All right. So it's about to start pouring. I'm going to do 3 10-meter sprints. It's looking horrible, but I got to get this done. So we're going to do falling starts. Falling starts from here to the first stool, 10 meter, or probably a little bit after that, because it says 10 meters, 10 yards. So I'm going to probably go 2 or 3 foot outside. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Ooh. Don't worry, that stool is not high as a kite. I'm not that crazy. And with it being so time constrained, I'm just gonna go right into it so I don't get struck by lightning. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is a thunderstorm in your area, do not do what I'm doing. I am not going to be held liable. Okay, going to do, I forgot what these were called. Yeah, this is probably my last thing, and I'm going inside. Here we go. It's not falling starts, it's build-ups, where you're not going so fast for the first 10 yards, but you fully sprint through the last 10. Yeah, I'm going inside. That's not looking too good. All right, so as you can tell, I am inside my house right now. So I like to think of this as like just a quick warm-up session or a quick workout session to get something done so that you don't have any excuses not to work out. That is the whole point of what I'm doing today. Yeah, I've already got a workout in, but I want this to be, if I didn't have any excuses, if I slept late and I just got out of work, what is a quick 30-minute to 45-minute workout I can do right now? And as you can tell, we still had a little bit to do outside, but I didn't want to get struck by lightning. So we're going to get right into it. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. They're going to be goblet squats, lunges, probably some RDL, dumbbell RDLs, single RDLs, something to where we can still work and still push ourselves to be better without having this the say so of I didn't feel like it. And I get that. I get those days too sometimes. But if all I have are 2 adjustable set of dumbbells, or all I have is 2 20-pound dumbbells, what can I do with it? Josiah, can you show me something to do with 2 20-pound dumbbells? Yeah, of course I can. Let's get right to it. Whew. Yeah. Whew. I'm going to have a timer set up so that I can keep 30 seconds going. So like 30-second rest, because this may not be, you might have to have that little push to get you going. So I mean, technically it would be 15 seconds, but we're just going to start clicking this so that we don't waste any time. And this is not a big apartment, so if all you have was one room or your bedroom, this will be perfect to do in there. All right, here we go. Set number 2. There we go, that's 10. I can't click it. There it goes. Okay. So like I said, I'm going down to Charleston for a wedding. And hopefully, if we do stay at a hotel, they'll have a workout place, fitness center. And I'll post something quick there too. But the wedding is going to be super early. So I got to get it done. Here we go. Set number 3. We're doing 4 sets. I'm feeling good. The highest this thing goes is 52.5. I'm just doing 50. Ooh. So, like I was saying, weddings, photographing weddings are something I do on the side with my brother. He started a photography business about 8 years ago. And it's amazing. It's like a little family-owned business. Whew. Short rest times will get you. Some other things that you can do besides amping up the weight is changing the tempo of the lift. All right, that was 4 sets of 10. Woo. Let's get right into the next movement. I'm wanting to do some lunges. Let's go 40 on, wrong way. Let's go 40 on each side. And like I said, there are different ways to accomplish your goal. If you want to focus on eccentrics, like let's say it was the goblet squat, we can add a tempo. So it's here, 1, 2, 3, pause for 1 second, and then go back up. That's something that you can do to change. Like if you want, like these only go up to 52.5, but you want it to feel like 70. Add a 5-second eccentric lowering, and then pause at the bottom for 1 second, and then explode up. And that's how you can incorporate different things, different variables, to still progressively overload, but you possibly don't have that weight to keep pushing and pushing and pushing up. And I just got done with work too, so if you see stuff all over me, that's what it is. Oh, I'm gonna put some shoes on because I don't wanna slip and fall. On squats, I like feeling my feet to the ground, but if I take a step with that, surely I'm probably gonna fall face or split first. All right, it's 5:54. Let's get going, shall we? Ah. All right, set number one down. Let's turn on that 30-second clock. Get right back into it with this second set. If anything, we'll add some plyometrics right here in the room. All right, let's get into the second set. And by the way, I did do a warm up when I was outside. I already felt warmed up from what I did this morning, so it wasn't as intense as my normal, usual warm up, like the one I posted, but it was something similar. Like, let's say we have our, let's say we have our A skips. I'm not going to do A skips twice when I've already done A skips in my warm up. So I just bypassed them and did another thing to substitute it. I lost count somewhere. Ooh. All right, let's get in the next movement. All right, so this is a little bit of plyometrics. We aren't going to be able to do anything crazy in here, obviously. We only have a limited number of space, but we also don't want to put a hole in the floor. So what can we do to still jump higher? I like to get on my knees. I forgot 100% what these were called, but you're here and then you pop up and land. I can already tell I feel like I'm getting a cramp. But it's nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. It might sound a little bit loud, but the better you get at it, the goal is the quieter you land, because then you can get it under control. And a progression of these is, I guess they're called kneeling jumps. I'll put something in here to say, like, correct my terminology so that I'm not spreading misinformation. But all we do is here, down, and pop up and jump to our feet. And like I was saying before, progression is after you get a couple of weeks of these down, you get up, jump, and then you do a broad jump. Or get up, land, and sprint. There are several progressions to do with this, and it only takes a little bit to get them done. So let's get to it. I guess if I wanted to, I could do the broad jump, but I'm not. There's too many things that can fall in here. Good stuff. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. 4 sets of 4. So we did 4 sets of goblet squats, 3 sets of lunges, now 4 sets of an explosive movement to get, what is that, 16 jumps in. That's 4. See, guys, we're flying through. We've only been, doing this for 10 minutes? But counting the stuff outside, that's 20. Let's just give an approximation. With the warm-up, with A skips, B skips, fallen starts, and then the one, the 20-meter sprint. I keep forgetting what it's called. But that's 5 movements to get faster and work on sprint mechanics. Ooh. And then we did our goblets, lunges, and now these. Oh, set number 3. Oh. Last set. Hands be flopping. Let's get to it. All right. We're going to do single leg RDLs, but they're not going to be the single that everybody keeps thinking of. We're going to keep it at 40, but we're going to do a stagger stance RDL. So one leg in front, one leg in back. We're going to be on the ball of our foot on our left leg. If our right foot is in, our right leg's in front. Same stance as a regular RDL, and we're just going down as far as we can, and we're going back up. If we had a barbell, we don't care if it touches the ground because it looks like you're not controlling it. So the same is here. We want you to control it the whole way down, back straight, go all the way back up. And if that's just a little bit, that's perfectly okay. But as long as you're controlling it, then we have nothing to worry about. When we lose technique and we lose form, then it doesn't matter what kind of weight you put on there. All right. Right leg front. Here we go. Oh, let's move these out of the way a little bit. I hate training hamstrings because like you can feel when they're being activated on a movement, but they're probably some of the most underdeveloped muscles in the body, along with your rear delts, because people just don't know how to work them. Like, yeah, we can do our RDLs and deadlifts and curls, but if that's all we limit ourselves to, then we're not getting the full spectrum of what our hamstring could function as. Ooh, I about fell. Oh. Currently 6:17, and this will be our last set, but let's get right into it. Let's not hold anything back. Let's finish strong. All right, last set, here we go. And there we have it. That's it. That is a quick sprinting mechanic workout with a little bit of weight. I know it wasn't too complicated or it wasn't too fancy, but sometimes I just like to live by the acronym KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. There's nothing worse than trying to overcomplicate things and end up not getting anything done or not being able to progress a movement. So keep it simple. Keep working hard. Don't overcomplicate it, and the results will show. Stay consistent. You don't have to do this every day. Do it once or twice a week. Sometimes, if you want a different progression of something, look at what other people are doing and then incorporate it into something that you like. Don't overcomplicate it. That is the message for today. Don't overcomplicate it. It can be super simple and you can still make gains. Hope you have a great weekend.